10th Standard Geography 7th Lesson Human Geography of Tamil Nadu. In this lesson we are going to see about agricultural factors, major crops and its distribution, water resources, mineral and industrial resources, population and its composition, and about disasters in Tamil Nadu. Now we'll see about agriculture. The word agriculture is derived from the Latin word ager and cultura. Ager or agar and cultura. It means field and growing. Agar or ager, it means field. Cultura, it means growing. Agriculture is a practice of farming that includes the cultivation of crops, rearing animals, birds, forestry, fisheries, and other related activities. So, agriculture it means not only the growing crops but also like rearing animals, birds, forestry, fisheries, and other related activities. Agriculture is a major occupation in Tamil Nadu. Agriculture provides employment for rural people on a large scale. There is a strong link between agriculture and economic growth. Paddy, millets, and pulses are the principal food crops of the state. In the Tamil Nadu, the Tamilians used to have the food crops like paddy, millets, and pulses. Sugarcane, cotton, sunflower, cashew nut, etc. are the major commercial crops. Geographical determinants of agriculture: landform, climate, soil, and irrigation are the most important factors that determine of the growth of agriculture. So, landform, climate, soil, and irrigation are the important for the doing agriculture. First, we will see about landform. There are the different types of landforms like hills, plateaus, and plains. Among it, plains are the most suitable for agriculture. The plains with alluvial soil is suitable for agricultural productivity. Example, plains of Kaveri. So the river Kaveri area is suitable for the agriculture. Now climate. Tamil Nadu is situated in the tropical zone which is nearer to the equator. Northeast monsoon is the major source of rainfall for Tamil Nadu. So northeast monsoon is very important for doing agriculture. Therefore, the major cropping season, that is October to December, begins with this season. Now about soil. Soil provides essential minerals or nutrients for the growth of crops and vegetation. Third one is soil. Soil is very important. First one plain, second one climate, third one soil. Soil is very important for the growth of agriculture. That is, it gives minerals and nutrition for the growth of crops. The regions of river valleys and coastal plains are the most covered with fertile alluvial soil. Already we have seen that is alluvial soil is suitable for agriculture. So alluvial soil you can see in the river valleys and the coastal plains. Irrigation. Monsoon rainfall in the state is highly irregular. Further, it is seasonal. Hence, irrigation becomes necessary for successful cultivation of crops in the state. Particularly in Tamil Nadu, we face failure of monsoon. Because of that, the farmers have to depend on the irrigation. Types and regions of agriculture practices in Tamil Nadu. That is, there are the three types of farming, that is subsistence intensive agriculture, plantation agriculture, Mixed farming. There are the three types of farming method the farmers follows in the Tamil Nadu. First one, subsistence intensive agriculture. Area practiced all over Tamil Nadu with few exceptions. Subsistence intensive agriculture follows most part of the Tamil Nadu, but with few exception areas. Plantation agriculture, that the farmers are doing this type of agriculture, that is plantation agriculture in the area of hill slopes of eastern and western Ghats. Mixed farming, third type of farming type is mixed farming, that is banks of river Kaveri and Tenpennai area. The farmers are doing the mixed farming method. Cropping seasons in Tamil Nadu. Farmers select different crops for different season of cultivation. It is based on the temperature and availability of moisture in the soil. Accordingly, the state has the seasons like Sornavari, Samba, Navarai. These are the name of the seasons. So in Tamil Nadu, we have the different seasons, that is Sornavari, Samba and Navarai. These are the name of the seasons. So farmers select their crops in different season for cultivation, and also it is based on the temperature and availability of moisture in the soil. So there are the different season we have in Tamil Nadu, that is Sornavari, Samba and Navarai. Distribution of major crops in Tamil Nadu. Paddy. Paddy is the most important food crop of Tamil Nadu. Ponni and Kichadi Samba are the major varieties of paddy grown in Tamil Nadu. It is cultivated all over the Tamil Nadu, but particularly it concentrated in Tanjavur, Tiruvarur, Tiruvallur, Kanjipuram, Viluppuram, Kadalur and Tirunelveli district. Tamil Nadu ranks third in the production of rice among the states of India. The deltaic region of Kaveri is the major rice producing regions of Tamil Nadu. So this region is called as the granary of Tamil Nadu. So the Kaveri region or Tanjavur district, Kaveri region or Tanjavur district is called as the granary of Tamil Nadu because more rice producing areas are doing in the Tanjavur or Kaveri area. Millets. Millets form staple food of nearly one third of human population of Tamil Nadu. Zovar, that is cholam, ragi or kelvaragu, and bajra or kambu are the major millets grows in Tamil Nadu. These are grown not only in drier areas but also in the coastal plains, particularly in the areas of Coimbatore Plateau, Kambam Valley, Dharmaburi, Vellur, Kadalur, etc. These are the areas are famous for the millets growing. Now pulses. Pulses are the major source of protein. Bengal gram, black gram, green gram, cowpea, etc. are the important pulses grown in Tamil Nadu. Pulses are grown mostly in the drier regions with or without irrigations. So pulses no need more water facilities. Mild climate and low to moderate rainfall are the best suited for these crops. Pulses grown in Nilgiris, Kanyakumari, Coimbatore, Vellur, etc. In these areas, pulses grown more. Now, oil seeds. Groundnut, gingerly, castor, coconut, sunflower, and mustard are the some of the oil seeds are grown in Tamil Nadu. Like groundnut, gingerly, castor, coconut, etc. are used in food preparation industries and also in the manufacturing of varnish, soaps, candles, etc. The cultivation of groundnut is mostly concentrated in Vellur, Tiruvannamalai, Viluppuram, etc. Now sugarcane. It is one of the major cash crops of the state. It is an annual crop. It requires a high temperature and heavy rainfall. It grows well in tropical regions like Tiruvallur, Kanjipuram, Vellore, etc. Now about cotton. Cotton is a fiber crop and also cash crops. It requires black soil, long frost-free condition and warm and humid weather for its cultivation. It is also cultivated in Madurai, Ramanathapuram, Virudhunagar, Tirunelveli, etc. Plantation crops tea, coffee, cashew, rubber, and chincona are the major plantation crops of the state. Tamil Nadu ranks second place in tea production and coffee productions. In tea production, all over the India, Assam ranks first place, and coffee production, Karnataka ranks first place. Then tea production in Tamil Nadu, Nilgiris and Coimbatore are famous, and coffee production in Tamil Nadu, Dindikkal and Madurai, Theni and Salem districts are famous for the coffee production. Pepper production is famous in the eastern and western Ghats, and cashew production is famous in the Kadalur district. Livestock or animal husbandry. Now we'll see about in the livestock or animal husbandry. Goat. Goat is also known as poor man's cow in India. It forms a very important component in dry land farming system. With very few investment or with very low investments, goat rearing can be made into a profitable venture for small and marginal farmers. Sheep. Sheep is used for multiple purposes like wool, meat, milk, skins, and manure, and forms of important components of the rural economy, particularly in the arid or semi-arid and mountainous areas of Tamil Nadu. So, sheep and goat rearing can be done in the arid and semi-arid and mountainous areas. Now about fishing. Tamil Nadu is a coastal state. Fishing is one of the major occupation in the state with widespread reservoirs and rivers. Inland fishing also famous in Tamil Nadu. Marine fishing, an area of 41,412 square kilometer of continental shelves of state favors coastal fishing, and Tamil Nadu is one of the leading states in marine fish production. Large mechanized boats are used for fishing. The fish varieties caught are sharks, flying fish, conch, catfish, silver bellies, and crabs. These are the famous in the, that is fish production is famous in the Chennai, Kanyakumari, Tirunelveli, etc. Inland fishing. Inland fishing is carried out in lakes, rivers, ponds, estuaries, backwaters, and swamps. Catamaran, diesel boats or floating nets are used in fishing. So, in the inland fishing, catamaran, diesel boats, and floating nets are used in the inland fishing. Tamil Nadu Fisheries Department has introduced several programs for the betterment of fishing. Vellore, Kadalur, Sivagangai, and Virudhunagar are famous for the inland fishing. Water resources. Water is the precious gift of nature to humankind and also other species of living on the earth. Multi-purpose river valley projects, it is related to the water resource. Multi-purpose river valley projects are basically designed for the development of irrigation for agriculture and hydropower generation. We'll see about one by one dam where the water is saved. The Mettur Dam was constructed in the gorges. It means like a valley where river Kaveri enters the plains. It is one of the oldest dam in India. Through the Mettur Dam, the areas gets water like Salem, Erode, Karur, Tiruchirappalli, etc. So these are the areas gets water through the Mettur Dam. Now we'll see about Bhavani Sagar Dam. The Bhavani Sagar Dam is located 80 km away from Coimbatore city in the district of Erode. It has been constructed across the river Bhavani. The dam is one of the biggest earthen dam. EARTHEN. Earthen dam. It means constructed by the baked stones. Earthen dams in the country. Amaravati Dam. The Amaravati Dam is situated 25 km away from Udumalaippet in Tirupur district. The dam has been constructed across the river Amaravati, a tributary of Kaveri. The dam was built primarily for irrigation and flood control. A small hydropower station has also been installed recently in the Amaravati Dam. Krishnagiri Dam. Krishnagiri Dam is situated at a distance of 7 km from Krishnagiri towards Dharmaburi. Satanur Dam. Satanur Dam was constructed across the river Tenpennai. Parks are maintained inside the dam for tourists and the gardens are used by the film industry. So in the Satano Dam, inside the dam, parks are maintained and also gardens are used by the film industry. Mullai Periyar Dam. Mullai Periyar Dam was built by the British administration in 1895. It has been constructed on the Periyar River, which originates from Thekadi hills of Kerala. Vaigai Dam. This dam built across the river Vaigai near Andipatti. The dam with a height of 111 feet can store water up to 71 feet. It is located 7 km from Andipatti and 70 km from Madurai. This dam was opened on January 21st, 1959. Manimuttar Dam. Manimuttar Dam is located about 47 km from Tirunelveli. The Babanasam Dam. It is also known as Karayar Dam and is located about 49 km away from Tirunelveli. The dam is used to irrigate Tirunelveli and Thoothukudi district. So Tirunelveli and Thoothukudi district gets water from the Babanasam Dam. Parambikulam Aliyar project. It is a joint venture of Tamil Nadu and Kerala state. Water resource management. Water resource management, it means activity of planning, developing, distributing and managing to use of water resources. The state is heavily dependent on monsoon rains since the state is entirely dependent on rains for recharging its water resources. Monsoon failures lead to acute water scarcity and severe drought. So it is important to save water for us and the future generation. So water is saved in the dams. So through the dam, the fields gets agricultural fields gets water, and also farmers will be happy to get the water from the dam if rain fails.